Bob, is that okay if I work with you? Because I feel there's a lady that stands at the side of you, and I feel like I'm looking at a mother figure, but I don't feel mum. I feel mum's still here. I feel like I'm talking about the grandmother, and again, this is mother's side of the family as well. And there's fond memories of this lady around you, and she takes me out to the garden, so I know she would have loved the garden, or she was a gardener, or she had an appreciation of flowers, because I'm just seeing that. And we're talking about somebody who could have, well, she was amazing at it. She had the green fingers, so I just see that completely. And she quite kind of lived for that. That was her thing. That's where you'd find her. She'd be sort of on her knees in the garden, putting the plants in. But she's saying I wasn't so good with the house plants. So it's almost like anything would grow outside, but nothing would grow inside. All right. So she's sort of laughing about that. But you've not got the same charm as her when it comes to the green fingers, so she's laughing at me there. So I know there's the want and the desire, but it never really quite happens, so she's laughing at that. So is there 2 children around yourself at the moment then? Because she's talking about 2 children, so they're your 2 children. So are you 1 or 2 yourself then, are you? So then that's what she's talking about, the 2 children. So of course her memories of you were when you were smaller anyway.
Yes.
And obviously you're a much older person now, but she's just showing you quite small. And I can see you running around her in the younger years. And she's just got a very calm way about her. She was quite a gentle lady. She's not massively tall, but she's, I'll probably put her about 5'2", something along those lines. I'm not necessarily a big lady either. I'm quite small in my stature. And I feel... Okay, and I feel like I just passed quite quickly actually. I don't feel necessarily there was anything that would have made you thought that she was going to go to spirit. She just kind of kept things quite hidden to herself. She never really talked about her health actually. No. She tended to hide those things away from the family. Very protective about telling people what was going on with her. But I do know she goes over to spirits of shock because I feel the family's in shock, you see. Yeah. So she sort of talks about that, but she knew she wasn't well, and she knew she didn't want you guys to know that because she felt she would be treated differently, yes. You see. So that's why she didn't say anything to anybody. Now, I've got the memories of those 1980s statue things. They're silver and they've got like the bobbles on them and their weights. They're like skiers and they do that and they rock. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I do know what you mean by so statues, but...
Okay, so I don't know if that's with her or was it with you, or there'd be memories associated around that period of time. Because she just brings that as a memory. It's just funny, or it's a funny memory that she wants to bring around. We're going back to them, aren't we, with them? My goodness.
Yes, yeah.
So she just brings that in. But I see with her, she had the glass things. You know, like those... like little glass things, like that sort of size, smaller than that, little crystal animals and things with faces on, but I'm being shown those as well. So she's just shown she...
Sure about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know there would have been something crystal, so if it's not the animals then take the crystal, but I feel that. Okay, so I'll just leave that with you. See if she can show me something more. Oh, okay, alright. Okay. So is there also an uncle in spirit as well? There's a male energy in spirit. Okay, that doesn't make sense to you. So I might be picking on someone else's energy there, and sometimes that will happen. So I'll just hold them there for a second. Okay, what do you want to say then? But then your grandmother, this is short and sweet, like your grandmother would be with you. You know, she's come in, she said what she needs to say. Yeah. She's around you, she wants to bring those memories to you. There's association around you in December or changes in December that are due. Do you understand what she means? So I don't know whether you've been asking for some help or there's okay, what's going on? There's like a situation around you at the moment where you've been asking for some help. You've been asking for things to resolve. Mm-hmm. And she's just saying December, all right? Okay. So whatever it is that you're panicking about, I'm seeing December. And this is coming from spirit. This isn't coming from me psychically reading you. Okay. So I feel this is her trying to give you some reassurance that everything's going to be okay around you in that period of time, okay? So we all want financial stability, and I feel it's associated to that. It's not necessarily anything else in your life, but there's a lot of emotion around you at the moment, and you need to get that sorted first, all right? So she's very concerned about your emotional level. So I feel like you're a bit like that at the moment. And your grandmother... she'd be in the garden to sort that out, you see. So I feel, obviously we all say to each other we need a hobby, don't we? We need something to allow us to to calm our minds. I think that's what you're needing right now. You're needing something to take you away from it. So I don't know if you've been meditating, but I feel that for you, or that's what you need to do more. But she has been around you. Have you been meditating then, have you?
Sort of.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
It's sort of like, you know, when you're sort of taking yourself in a bit of a
Yes.
quiet space,
Yes.
then just know your grandmother's there for you then. Now, people always say to me, Rachel, how's that weather? And it's all right for you, you're a medium. Well, it's true, but I tell you what, if you hear something in your mind when you're in that quiet space and it feels like it's a voice that's in your head and it feels like something that you wouldn't have thought of yourself, that's the way they're communicating with you at the moment. So you're getting a lot of inspiration from your grandmother to help you get the resolve in your life that you need, and it's taking you into December, all right?
Okay.
So it's not that far away really, is
No.
it? So you're kind of like going to come up against the answers, or you're going to start to feel that you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess is the way to look at it, all right? So just ask for her to come in, and she will, and she'll be around you as well. And somebody's ill around you, or someone's not been well around you, or there's health concerns, all right? Do you understand what she's talking about? So has Mum not been well then? So I feel like it's associated to an older generation to you, and I feel like I'm looking at a female. So if it's not Mum, it may be an auntie or a female of the family. And I don't feel necessarily I'm talking about a really terminal illness here, but I just feel somebody's not been too well. I don't feel like I'm talking about a cold either.
No.
But you know when somebody's having to go and get help with something, you know when you've got diabetes or a condition like that. So there's healing around them. So I can't make that fit. It's funny, but it's just what I'm seeing, all right? Okay, so I'm going to leave her love with you, all right? And I thought I'd got rid of her and she came back in, so that's lovely. I didn't want to get rid of her, but she went quiet on me. But you see, I think that was her personality as well. She was quiet.
Yes, she was.
So a bit like your mother was a moment ago, she was quiet in herself. And it's always harder in a way for me as a medium to bring through people that were quiet, but they're still your family, so they can only come through as they were. Because if I brought them through as a loudmouth grandmother, you wouldn't have had one, would you? So that's how she wants to work.